Hi you guys, my name is Summer. I am the owner of My Simply Perfect Events. I am the creator of the Academy, which is an online school for wedding and event planners. This is my YouTube channel. Let's get going. Bridal parties. Okay, there is a way to be the bomb bridal party. Okay, so if you are asked to be a bridesmaid or a groomsman, it is probably because you're pretty close to the couple, or the bride and groom feel guilty and they had to put you in their party, or the bride and bride felt guilty, or the groom and groom. So they put you in there because you're important to them. They want you to stand next to them during this very, very important day. So one of the things that I've never understood, and I've done this for a very long time, over 13 years, one of the things that I've never understood is how bridal parties get very difficult, like whining, complaining. I don't get it. So I understand that wedding days are long, okay? Because you're tired, you're in a dress, maybe you don't love, you're in some heels, maybe you don't love. For the guys, you just want to party, you want to drink, you want to have some beers, you want to do some shots, you just want to have a good time. And you don't want someone standing there telling you what to do all day long. I get it. Okay? Unfortunately, I'm the person who is standing there telling you what to do all day. Now, I will say that I'm pretty, I was going to say chill. I was about to lie right to you guys. I am actually pretty chill as long as you guys are listening, right? So let's start with the rehearsal. They shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes. Okay, and I'm talking about start to finish, because what happens is we need to run through it once, maybe twice. People can ask their questions. I give people my phone number at the rehearsal. That's something to pay attention to. Not all wedding planners do that, but I give my number because you don't want your bridal party calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning because, I don't know, they have a rip in their dress or something, whatever it is. I mean, I've gotten calls about so many things. So I tell everybody, give me a call, no matter what time it is. You can call me, text me. If there's an emergency, I want to go ahead and help out, right? Okay, 30 minutes. I should not have to wrangle you. And I understand that that's my job, but you guys are grown. You are grown-ass people. Now, you are there, again, you're there for a reason, right? The reason is because your best friend, your very close friend, your college roommate, your blah, 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 asked you to be in their wedding. Okay, now I understand you want to have fun. You want to go party, you spent money to come into town. Give me 30 minutes of your time so that I don't have to kill you, okay? Okay, just kidding, not kill anybody. But give me 30 minutes of your time so that I don't have to fight you. It takes away the stress from the couple, okay? So if you're late, I get that. I get being late. I get not making it to a rehearsal. It happens often. That's not a problem. To me, I would rather that someone not show up to a rehearsal than to be there and just be interrupting it the whole time. Having side conversations, not listening, not paying attention. It's just like, sometimes when this happens, I'm like, what do you do at work? Maybe that is what they do at work, actually. I don't really know. Anyway, so now the next day. Okay, personally, I don't give a timeline to the bridal party. I don't want that bridesmaid who is like, doesn't really know what her job is as a bridesmaid, or a maid of honor, matron of honor, whatever. I don't want them like hovering, right? So I don't want them looking at the timeline because, again, they don't understand. Sometimes we're late, sometimes we're not. And you don't know why we're late. You don't know why we might be behind. But what I want you to do is to shut your face and to just talk to the bride about how beautiful she is. Talk to the groom about how, handsome he is, how good he looks in his suit, how he cleans up well, and blah, 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 whatever you want to talk about, okay? I don't want someone in the bridal party hovering over the bride going, oh my God, do you see, we're 5 minutes behind. We're 10 minutes behind. We might even be an hour behind, but again, you don't know why. I don't need that kind of stress. I will let you know what time you need to be dressed and where you need to be, okay? So oftentimes the bridesmaids are with the bride, groomsmen are with the groom. I'm there, I arrive at a certain time, right? I'm keeping people on track. So again, I think if people are standing there looking at a timeline going, oh God, we need to put on our dress at 1:30 and we have to, that's not enjoyable for anybody. I do it. It's my job. It's my profession and I'm good at it. Anyway, I'm good at it, so you don't have to be good at it. Anywho, for the bridesmaids, this drives me insane. Maybe you're listening to this going, well, isn't that your job? Isn't that your job? I mean, there are a lot of things that are people's jobs and they still might drive us crazy, okay? So when you are given instructions, just listen. Ask a question here or there, but if I have to tell you, I always say 6 is my limit. 6 is my limit. Meaning, I will say, okay, if you can go ahead and grab your belongings and meet me downstairs in the lobby, that would be great. I say it just like that. I'm chill. Okay, if you can go ahead and great. You need to get your hair done? Great, wonderful. This is exactly how I talk. There is an urgency to what we're doing. If I can go ahead and get you guys to put your jackets on so I can put your boutonnieres on, okay? I give the guys a second so that they can put their jackets on, and then I'm pinning boutonnieres. Now, if I have to tell you more than 6 times, if I have to ask you more than 6 times to put on your jacket so I can pin your boutonniere, I'm probably going to be a little more firm that 7th time. If I have to tell the bridesmaids, okay, everyone, I need you to go ahead and get dressed because we need to be downstairs in 30 minutes. If I'm telling you that and you're ignoring me, blatantly ignoring me, this happens often. It's really annoying. My theory is this. I was going to talk about my theory later, but this is my theory. I think that what happens is bridesmaids probably hear about me because I've been working with the couple for so long. It's kind of weird because it is an intimate relationship. I'm talking about your finances. I'm talking about the fights you had, your parents who have passed, all sorts of stuff. Okay, you're calling me at the end of the day when you're annoyed with one of your bridesmaids, when you're annoyed with your mom, when the check bounced somehow and you're trying to figure out how to get the rest of the money for the venue. Okay, I'm the person that you call for that. There comes this thing where, they're like, who is that? Why is she so comfortable with my best friend? Well, I'm so comfortable with your best friend because I've been working with her for 6 months and I've been planning this day for her and this is the day that it's going to happen, and she trusts me, okay? This is why we're so close. So sometimes they feel like they don't have to listen to me or, they want to assert their position, in the couple's life. And it's really annoying. I'm just going to say it's really annoying. And it's super unnecessary. And it gets in the way of the whole entire day, okay? So recently I had a bride, this happens actually often. Just told another story that was like this. I had a bride who was getting dressed and she heard me ask 3 of her bridesmaids about 9 times to go ahead and start getting ready. And they were just, kind of like ignoring me or going, oh, okay. Because after a while people start to think like, why is she being so aggressive? Well, I'm being aggressive because I've already asked you 7 times, you know what I mean, to do something, and I've asked you very nicely, and time is money, especially on a wedding day. And she walked out because she realized, Summer is asking them so many times because they're not doing it. She walked out, and she kind of went off. So listen, bridal party, don't stress the bride like that. Don't stress the groom. Don't stress the couple like that. Just do your best to not be a jerk to the wedding planner, okay? Because when you're a jerk to me, you're also being a jerk to the couple. You're being a jerk to your friends. Because if you are making my job that much harder, that is a reflection on, if you're making my job that much harder, again, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it handled every single time. But if you're making my job that much harder, understand that you are making the success of this day that's extremely important for your friends. You're making the success of it harder. You're getting in the way. And for what? Who cares? I know you're important to the couple. That's why you're there. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that with each other, okay? One of the questions that I get asked all the time that really annoys me, And I think it annoys me, maybe because I just don't think this way, or maybe because I've been doing this for such a long time. But when bridesmaids are like, so where should we put our stuff? Now, you've been getting ready in the room the whole time with the bride. You have your suitcase. I've already said we have to get out of this room. We're leaving this room. Once we leave for pictures, we're not coming back. Once we leave this room, we're not coming back, guys. Okay? Once we leave, we're not coming back. So when you start to ask me things like, where should I put my suitcase? Where should I put? I'm like, where would you put it if I wasn't here? Now again, I understand that probably makes me sound like a jerk. I might edit that out. No, I'm not going to edit it out. But again, where would you put it if I wasn't here? Are you staying in the hotel? Do you think you're going to roll around with your suitcase the whole wedding? Do you think that's what you're going to do? Do you have a car here? Do you have a friend who's staying in the hotel? Maybe you're not staying in the hotel and you can leave their suitcase in there. So don't have me figure out how to keep you functioning as an adult on a wedding day. Okay? Again, I get it. I probably sound like a jerk. Why are you asking me where to put your stuff? Like, why are you asking me that? Okay? Another thing kind of drives me crazy. Super drives me crazy. But, when people say, is there going to be someone there who can hold our purses? What do you mean, is there going to be someone there who can hold your purse? Like, no. Figure out where to put your purse. Now, let's say you're bringing your purse, you're going to the church. Again, these may be valid questions for some. It's crazy to me. It's really, these questions really get to me. Is there someone who can hold my purse? I'm probably not going to be holding purses for 10 people while I'm also trying to get 22 people down the aisle, okay? And I'm trying to get 200 people sitting in their seats so that we can go ahead and start on time and, again, make sure that this event is successful. Don't assume that someone is going to be taking care of your belongings, especially not the wedding planner, during the day. Okay, so obviously I answered these questions, but these are things that you guys need to think about before. Okay, same thing with groomsmen. Groomsmen, I need for you to not be sloppy, disgusting, drunk before we walk down the aisle. Okay, I mean, I don't want you sloppy, disgusting, drunk at all, but also, maybe you're not the kind of guy who wants to listen to a woman telling him what to do all day. Sorry, but somebody wants me there, okay? So again, don't make it harder. Just don't make it harder, okay? Don't make my job harder because again, when you make my job harder, you make the day harder for the couple. I'm always going to get it done. I'm always going to get the job done, okay? Don't you worry. I'm going to get it done. But when bridal parties show up just incapable of being functioning adults, it really drives me insane. Like, it drives me bonkers. The hard-headed bridal party is the worst bridal party. If I say, so the bridal party is not going to join cocktail hour. Obviously, this is something that I have discussed with the couple. Maybe the couple's the one who asked that happen, okay? A lot of times we have to take pictures during cocktail hour. And maybe trying to go and find you in a crowd of 200 people isn't what we want to spend our time on. Maybe we want to spend our time on beautiful editorial photos that your friends have spent $4,000 on, okay? So as the planner, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that, maybe you can't join cocktail hour, but, I'm going to make sure that drinks are brought in for you guys, right? Just don't make my job harder than it needs to be. Again, because when you make my job harder, you're making the day harder for the couple. They didn't ask you to be a part of the bridal party in order to make their day frustrating or in order to make the day not run smoothly, okay? When it's time for pictures, just sit there and listen. If the photographer is asking you something, don't have us looking all over the place for you. Just be cooperative. Again, because you may think I'm annoying. You may be like, I don't want to hear her mouth. Like, whatever it is. Like, whatever, you deal with it, okay? However you feel about me, whatever. But just understand that when you make my job harder, you're making the day harder to be a success. And you're there because the couple loves you and because they want you to be a part of their day. They want you to be a big part of their day. And you're not there to make my life a nightmare. Okay, so I'm not going to say like subscribe and all that kind of stuff because you're going to do what you want to do. But subscribe, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, bye.